If you're selling on Etsy, ooh, this is gonna fall. Oh my gosh. If you're selling on Etsy this Q4 and holiday season, there are some myths to debunk that you should absolutely know if you're starting to sell on Etsy, or maybe you've been selling on Etsy and maybe you're noticing you're not really seeing the sales that you thought you would at this stage, or maybe you are and you just want to keep riding the waves of sales as the year progresses on Etsy. I am going over the myths that you should know in order to get more sales this holiday season on Etsy. So the first myth to talk about is that you do not need to post holiday listings for holiday sales. This is something that was very shocking to me when I was in my first holiday season, because I actually didn't have many holiday themed listings. I didn't sell ornaments. I didn't sell anything that was Christmas themed. I just sold in niches that doubled to tripled in sale volumes around the holiday season, and I ended up seeing a month that I did over 30K and then over 40K in a month on Etsy. And again, I didn't sell any holiday themed products. That was pretty shocking to me, but just so you know, you can sell in evergreen niches. And in fact, this is probably the best time of year to start posting for evergreen niches, to start to get sales rolling on those listings. Then you'll get reviews. And then when December comes and maybe sales slow down by January, you may see sales throughout the rest of the year. So this is something that I really recommend to those of you, is to not forget about evergreen listings and product types and designs. I would keep listing for those even through the holiday season, because you can still see a lot of sales. So the next thing I hear a lot is that discounts are the only way to get sales when the holiday season comes. Now, this is one way that you can get sales and boost your sales during the holiday season. I don't want to discount that by any means, and I am a huge fan of flash sales. This is something I've ran since the beginning of time in my own Etsy shop and business, and I would recommend continuing to do that through the holidays. But did you know that there are other methods in order to boost your sales during the holiday season? One way is by offering gift bundles or bundled listings. So maybe instead of selling one product by itself, you can create a bundled listing on Etsy. So an example is, maybe you can sell a t-shirt plus a mug. When someone purchases the product and the bundled order on Etsy, then it will go to Printify's other order tab, and then you can edit the order to add in maybe the t-shirt or the mug to the order, and then send that to the customer. So that is a way that you can increase your average order value, right? So you can get more sales because it's a bundled product, and you can have higher profits from selling multiple products within one as well on Etsy. So the other thing to note is there are other opportunities to boost sales during the holiday season. One of those is email marketing. So if you do not have an email list built up, this is the perfect time to start building an email list. And one way that you can do that is you can offer a lead magnet on your Etsy listings through photo cards, and then also in the announcement and banner on your Etsy shop. So what is a lead magnet? What a lead magnet is this is a offering that encourages a potential customer to sign up for your email list to maybe get a discount. One example of one of the best performing lead magnets in my business has always been, hey, you can get an additional 5 to 10% off if you sign up for our email list. If you're sending out emails and telling people, hey, we have this offer running and maybe this flash sale event, then you can utilize flash sales on top of sending an email marketing campaign out to get even more sales throughout the holiday season. So do not sleep on your email list, guys. You could make hundreds to thousands of more of profit, not just revenue, by having an email list. And I have seen that in my own shop, in my own businesses in the past. So just as a kind of pro tip for those of you guys who may not have an email list yet. And one of the softwares I would recommend is Everbee Email. I will link it down below, but this is such an easy way to create an email list. With Everbee Email, I believe for the first 250 subscribers, it is a free plan. So you can do this for free to start. You don't have to pay for a software. And then eventually, once you build your email list, you can start paying for the automation. Everbee has so many automations and systems within Everbee where you can add a coming back campaign. So after a email subscriber subscribes to your list, you can email them in 30 days or 45 days and say, hey, by the way, we have these new products in our catalog. You can have that automation set up in your shop and in your email list, which is really, really nice. And I have not seen any other software that does that. So if you're interested in that, check out that in the links in the description down below. The last way, instead of just relying on discounts, is you can incorporate social media and post on your social media, maybe a holiday giveaway. With doing holiday giveaways, every social media platform has different laws and requirements that you have to follow in order to have a giveaway on their platform. I highly recommend looking up what platform you're going on. I know Instagram does have specific rules and laws and regulations that you have to follow, but this is a great way to, first of all, get people to share your business in. They can enter into a giveaway if they share the post on Instagram or tag one person. With the giveaway, it just creates a lot of brand awareness for your Etsy shop, and it gets a lot of traffic that is external coming into your Etsy shop. Also to note, there is the Etsy Share and Save program. So this is a huge plus because also on top of getting more awareness, more traffic into your Etsy shop, if you get sales and purchases, you save a certain percentage with the Etsy Share and Save program, and you may not have to pay any Etsy fees on those purchases that come through external sites, and they are external traffic coming into your own Etsy business. So besides that, all in all, there's so many ways that you can get more sales during the holiday season, and discounts are not the only way to go about getting more sales and boosting your traffic during the holiday season. So the next myth that I hear quite often is that Q4 is the only time that you can see success in an Etsy shop, and this is the only time that you're going to see sales throughout the year on Etsy, which is a complete false statement, because I personally have seen sales throughout the year on Etsy, and not just Christmas time and the quote unquote best gift giving season. There actually is multiple times throughout the year and multiple niches to sell on and in throughout the year, such as the bachelorette party niche that tends to sell throughout the beginning of the year. And then Mother's Day, that's a huge seasonal niche to create listings for midway through the year around May and June. The graduation niche, again, that's a really great time mid-year to get a lot of sales, and you can actually get as many sales during the midway through the year if you focus on Mother's Day products as you could with Christmas products at the end of the year. Q4 is not the only time that you can start an Etsy business and see sales. There are multiple opportunities throughout the year. So for anyone who may feel discouraged that maybe you started too late or you started maybe too soon in your Etsy shop, I know I felt that way when I began. I started in January, which is quote unquote the slowest time of the year. I will say that going into my second year of selling on Etsy, I didn't really see that slow of sales on my second year, in my second January selling on Etsy, because I sold primarily for evergreen niches. But that can happen if you are primarily selling seasonal niches like Christmas listings or maybe New Year's Eve listings, and you may see your sales just drop in January, and that could be the reason is the diversification of the niches that you're selling in your Etsy shop. So besides that, just wanted to kind of throw it out there that you can be successful in your Etsy shop. There is not a right time or right place to start an Etsy business because it really depends on the niches that you're selling in and creating listings for, right? So this is the last myth that I will debunk that goes with the last myth, I guess kind of goes with the last myth that we talked about, is that you can't start an Etsy shop midway through the year or during quarter four and see sales. And to that, I want to give proof that it is possible. I did have a client I worked with in my course, the Print on Demand Academy, that ended up hitting over 100 sales a day, guys, within her first 8 months. And she started in August, September time, where she really started to post and list in her Etsy shop. And she posted throughout the year, and she ended up seeing 100 order sale days. I'm just gonna put the stats on the screen, but this is just proof that it is possible, and it's never too late to start. Even if you're in the midst of quarter four, maybe it's December and you're starting, it is still possible. I started in January. I've had so many students and clients that have went through my program, the Print on Demand Academy, who have seen amazing results as far as starting at any time throughout the year. I've had subscribers on this channel also say that they started at basically any month during the year, and it is possible to see sales. You do not need to start during a certain period of time. And at the end of the day, it does really come down to selling a product people are going to buy on repeat. Besides that, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video for more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next video here.